Greetings, it's your host Alima P. Welcome to the 6th episode of Positive Continent News. Please stay tuned. I have so much to share with you for this episode as we find out what's been going on our continent. Stay tuned. So, we're here on this 6th episode. Thank you all for joining me. I just would like to tell you to please like this video, go to the channel and subscribe, and share this video. It will definitely help with my metrics. It would definitely help me gain more followers and viewers on my channel, which I would highly appreciate because I do work hard to bring you this information at the best of my capacity with what's going on in my personal life. And this is a labor of love, I might ask. So I just wanted to share with you all who might not know, I'm based in the United States, and February of every year is Black History Month, and we celebrate the beautiful and awesome contributions of Black Americans, which everyone here is benefiting from. So usually you'll hear about Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass, Langston Hughes. These are all wonderful people, and I also would like to highlight some other names. Shirley Chisholm, the first ever Black woman to be elected into Senate. Maya Angelou is an established poet. Barack Obama became the first Black president of America, or president with obvious Black African ancestry. George Washington Carver is an amazing mind who was a scientist and an agricultural scientist at that came up with awesome alternatives to producing crops such as cotton and also peanuts. He worked a lot with peanuts. I would encourage everyone watching this video to go ahead and research Black history icons. Also, another thing that I'd like to bring into your memory or your consciousness is the Immigration Act of 1965. This was an act that had a lot to do with the civil rights movement and the work that Dr. Martin Luther King did. So basically, this act helped to make it easier for immigrants, particularly immigrants of color, to be able to come into this country and establish themselves and build generational wealth. So we have to thank Black Americans for this beautiful contribution and Martin Luther King. So we are all benefiting from the hard work of Black Americans in this country for centuries, including the civil rights movement. So I want to let you know it is important that you understand coming to America or any country that you move to, the history of what took place before we get there. So let's give a round of applause to our Black American brothers and sisters and their beautiful contributions that they've made in hard work, because all of us are benefiting from it, especially people of color and even immigrants of color. I'm here to announce the winners of AFCON 2023 as of February 11th. I know I'm a little late. Les Éléphants, aka the Elephants, from Côte d'Ivoire, lovingly known as Ivory Coast in English, beat Nigeria 2-1. So this is a big deal. This was a big deal. If you know Nigerians, you know. So Les Éléphants took the title, Côte d'Ivoire. They were the hosting team of AFCON, as I previously discussed in another episode. So they took the title, which made it all so sweet. And they're very happy about it, which I can't blame them. It was nice to see them win. So basically, the players of the team were awarded various monetary gifts from their president, Alassane Ouattara. And I just wanted to report to you who won the game. And I'm going to read a tweet that I did find online. La Côte d'Ivoire est champion d'Afrique, which means Côte d'Ivoire are the champions of Africa. So it's nice to hear about other countries, because sometimes living in the West, they might discuss the same countries from our continent over and over. So it's always nice to hear happiness and good news coming from a country, besides the usual. But I'm happy to report you can do more research if you want. They have the bragging rights for the next year or so. So congratulations. Félicitations à tous. I'm telling you, the continent is coming in hot. So this next story is coming out of Zambia. There's a 23-year-old female footballer by the name of Rachel Kundananji, who has become the world's most expensive women's player. She just started playing football 6 years ago, or at a certain level, I can say. And she has inked a deal with Bay FC of the American National Women's Soccer League worth $860,000, which prized her away from Madrid CFF, another football club based in Madrid, Spain. So she is the first player, both male or female, to break the world transfer with this amount of money she's been transferred with. So I was doing some research about her, and I really like her energy that she's putting out there. She's very go-getter, very confident, and you have to be to get what you want in this world. You have to be confident. So, we know that we have some of the best players in the world. We just have to support them. And the ultimate goal is that the continent itself, themselves, these territories that make up these countries and whatever, that they will have the funds to keep our players in the continent instead of them being exported out. But change comes eventually, right? In the meantime, let's celebrate Miss Rachel Kundananji from Zambia. Best of luck to you, sis. I know you're going to do well. So on February 4th, in Los Angeles, California, USA, the Grammy Awards took place. And this year made it a little bit different, a little bit more special, because out of one of 3 new categories included the best African music performances. So the continental music is getting on a world stage. And we're gonna delve back into that, but let me just progress into my story. So nominated were the likes of Ayara Starr from Nigeria, Asake Enalumide from Nigeria, Tyler from South Africa, Davido from Nigeria featuring Musa Keys, who was South African, and Burna Boy from Nigeria. So for us, living all over the world, especially in the West, Grammys are a really big deal. They're considered the highest of the high in the music industry. And some people say a long time coming. What really took so long? Because different music from our continent has influenced almost everything from hip hop to salsa to merengue to reggaeton, dancehall. I'm just confused about what took so long. I guess when you're the continent with the oldest living history, people tend to forget, the imprint that our people have left globally throughout time. So this is amazing. At the same time, I know there was some other discussions on the side about the category, which those of us who are from the continent and have roots in countries outside of Nigeria and South Africa and even Kenya, we want to see more. We want to see more variations in the type of music represented in the West, because there's just so many types of music in one country alone. Afrobeat is just one type of music from Nigeria. They have other types. We have hip life, we have high life, we have soukous, we have ndumbolo, we have kupo dekele, we have amapiano. We have just so many types of music throughout the continent. So for me personally, somebody who has grown up in the West, I want to see more variety and diversity in the type of music from our continent being discussed on a global platform. But at the same time, I congratulate the people nominated and mentioned. I didn't do the research to find out who won these awards, but I just wanted to share the story of the category even being opened up. So feel free to do your own research to see who won what. Our next story hails from the West African Republic of Liberia, aka my maternal homeland. A couple of episodes ago, I informed you all that Joseph Boakai had become president. So now I'm letting you know that their first woman was appointed as their defense minister by the name of Geraldine George. So she's a retired female brigadier general or brigadier general. Basically, she kind of was appointed off of a whim because the former defense minister was basically ousted or put out for various reasons. So she is the first woman at this post. Right now, she's at only an acting capacity, but the hope is for her to do even more. So basically right now, President Bakai is kind of setting the tone about kind of changing things in the administration and possibly giving women more active roles in the government. So this is a good thing. So we can't judge a book by its cover just because the person is older. He might do more than people 20 years younger than him was doing in his position years ago. So we just have to see. But I say it's a good start. I have one more story to share for you today, or share with you. This story is about a sculptor by the name of Peter Oloyo, who is from Uganda, who has made a global name for himself. He has an interesting story, as he was a former child soldier in the LIA army in Uganda when they had a war. And before that, he was introduced to the medium of clay through his grandmother. Even though it was seemed to be a feminine and girly thing to do, he took to the artistic medium to create. Through his adversities, he managed to graduate from the Makerere School of Fine Arts in 2004, and he just took off from there. So his works can be found in, basically he's heading or leading a sculpture gallery in London as of now. He's gifted some of his sculptures to royalty. From 2009 to 2019, he was the person responsible for creating BBC's African Footballer of the Year award, which is powerfully magnificent in so many ways that I can't even imagine. Another thing that I wanted to share is that right now he's currently painting, and he mostly works with bronze and marble and wood, but occasionally he still works with his original medium of clay. I'm going to encourage you to look this man up. Let's see all of his work that he's doing. That's exactly what I'm going to do after making this video, because I've seen some of his art, but I would like to see more. If you are based in London, if you can get to London, go to his gallery or to the gallery that he's headed or leading to see his work. We have wonderful creative minds coming out of the continent. It's just amazing. So I'm so grateful to share this story. I want to keep this in mind and let you know, I want you to keep this in mind, that I'm doing my best with what I have to make this channel a comfortable, safe space for us. I think it's absolutely necessary that we share positive stories coming out of the continent and not just negativity, because there's so many stories to share. It's not just one-sided. I would encourage you to, once again, like my videos, share them, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notifications. Definitely would love to see you commenting. Let's get this show rolling. Definitely love to hear from you soon, and you'll definitely be seeing me soon. So take care until next time. Peace.